The small trunk from the New York State Museum was made in 1828 by Chester Ellsworth, a saddle, harness, and trunk maker who worked out of a shop on River Street in Troy, New York. The trunk is made of wood, metal, leather, and horsehide, and it is about 18 inches long, 9 inches wide, and 10 inches in height. The obvious reason it was included in this exhibition is due to the fact that it is lined with a very interesting circus broadside. Troy, which is on the Hudson River just north of Albany, was one of the primary venues for traveling circuses and menageries in the 1820s, particularly after the Erie Canal opened in 1825. The trunk is lined with a broadside that advertises a May 1828 circus performance at a temporary, newly constructed arena on 4th and Division Streets. The Circus, which was owned by a man named Samuel Parsons, opened in Troy on April 18, 1828 with the Strong Company. Top billing was reserved for Benjamin Stickney, a talented rider and wire walker who, in combination with his brothers and their descendants, made the Stickney name one of the most famous in the annals of the American circus. In mid-May, the circus was supplemented by Columbus, a male Indian elephant that arrived in the United States in 1817. The broadside depicts Columbus tossing his trainer into the air with his trunk, as a clown does a handstand between his legs, and promises other quote-unquote astonishing performances. This sort of combined menagerie and circus performance was a relatively recent innovation, as up until this time they were distinctly different forms of entertainment that were more often seen separately than in combination. More likely than not, given Chester Ellsworth's line of work, he did some work for the show when it was in Troy. The trunk may even have belonged to a member of the Circus Company, which traveled down the Hudson to perform in Poughkeepsie, Brooklyn, and eventually at the Broadway Circus in New York City later that summer. Whatever the case of its ownership, the trunk is a useful metaphor for what was rapidly becoming the defining feature of the American circus, its mobility.